Hey, Shalom Akim. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Barakatam Ba'ashem Kakadash. This is Rabbi Nash DC Camp. Show listen to the hopeful elect and double honors and salutations to the elders and apostles of Brimstone Rule Well, and to the Akim Alquath throughout the four corners of the earth, holding on to sincerity and truth and diligence of mind to the gospel of the Lord of Mashiach Yahushai. Yeah, in the chat, brothers posted this opinion, of our adversaries that they upset with the gospel, being made known throughout the four corners of the earth, and the desperate they upset, they ticked off, and it's only a matter of time that they begin to attack brothers, on the on the so-called what you call it, PR level. They want to do damage control, so they'll look for every opportunity that they can to blaspheme the name of the Lord and try to tar the character of the man of the Lord. Okay, and the Lord of Mashiach Yahushua told us that these things will happen. So from the book of Isaiah chapter 41 and 11, it says this: Behold, all they that were incensed against thee shall be ashamed and confounded. They shall be as nothing, and they that strive against thee, and they that strive with thee shall perish. Yeah, so what do you expect the Lord to do to our enemies? He's going to sweep them away with the bosom of destruction. The refuge of lies has to be swept away. So here's what the post reads. It says, I've been seeing more and more Black Hebrew Israelites propaganda being spread on the internet, and I'm getting tired of it. All right. Is there anything we can do to stop this bullshit? Do we have to just keep our heads down and our mouths shut because white guys are afraid to call out black people for anything? I say, like that. We should be fighting them with just as much intensity as we do the neo-Nazis. They are the same fucking thing with a different color palette. Yeah, well, so the jig is up. The truth is out there, and the enemy cannot resist it. So he has to resort to smear tactics. So that's the whole agenda of the NWO. They have to come against the man of the Lord. They have to look for every reason, every opportunity that they can. Whether it's through the newspapers they get, whether it's through the ads they put on TV or radio or on cable. They got to do something, and they're working on it. They got their plan and all that stuff on the works. So it's not a big surprise when you see brothers on TV. They're trying to get brothers fired from the plantation, attack brothers physically. So it's all part of the ministry. You have to learn how to endure the animosity and the envy and jealousy of the enemy. Because, hey, we didn't write the scripts. The Lord set it up that way. So we just have to abide with the advice that the Lord Hamashiach Yahushai gave unto us. Okay. So I'm going to read a quick precept that Lord Yahushai told us, what he mentioned to us. Okay. So it's from the book of John chapter 16. Yeah, so Yahushua uses an experience to let us know what was going to happen in the future. So John chapter 16 verse 32 says, Behold, the hour cometh, yeah, is now come, that ye shall be scattered, every man to his own, and shall leave me alone. And yet I am not alone, because the Father is with me. All right, so that's a prophecy of, the shepherd being attacked and the flock scattered. So that's accurate right there. And then verse 33 says, these things I have spoken unto you, that in me ye might have peace. In the world ye shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. So that's right there. It's a boost to your spirit. No matter how hard they try, they all have to come to terms with it, that the Lord chose the Israelites, all right, the so-called Negroes, the so-called Latinos, and the so-called Native Americans, all right. That's one thing they'll never want to post on the media, that the so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, so-called Native Americans are the Israelites. They're always going to say black this, black, 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 black. Black. They can get it out of their mind, because that plan, that's the only plan they can stick with. They can't even say that the so-called Latin tribes and the Native Americans are Israelites too. They don't want to include them, so they want to stick with the black narrative. Yeah, well, that's what happens, man. So you want to go to war, you don't go to war with ignorance, and that's one thing the enemy doesn't understand. You can't use ignorance to win the battle. You gotta come with the truth. So when the truth gets on the battlefield, the truth knows exactly where the lie is, and squashes out. And that's exactly how the men of the Lord have been winning this battle against the enemy, because we come in the name of the Lord, the Messiah, Yahushua. We come in the name of truth. All right. So I'm going to get another quick precept. It's from the book of let's see. Okay. Yep. So it's going to be from the book of Psalms chapter 85 verse 11. This is a powerful scripture. Psalms 85 verse 11. Truth, truth, truth shall spring out of the earth, and righteousness shall look down from heaven. And that right there is a fulfillment of prophecy that we've been expecting. Truth and righteousness have to meet up. Man, the truth gotta spring out of the earth, and righteousness gotta look down from heaven. So, hey, that's what you call balance, the perfect balance. The perfect balance has to be felt. And when that vibration of perfection goes out throughout the four corners of the earth, this gospel, the refuge of lies begins to crumble. You start seeing cracks in the narratives of Amalek, the kingdom of Edom. So that's a big plus for the men and those that have a love of this gospel, that's of the house of Israel, So our days of captivity are numbered, and it's coming to a closing real fast, and the enemy is losing grip. He's losing grip so bad, and they're looking for every opportunity to try to mislead the people. But hey, the Lord has already set a margin, of who's going to be delivered and who's going to be left behind. So, hey, you just got to be praying that you get delivered from this adversarial miscreants out there, man. So they're going to push that money as hard as they can to try to upset the gospel, but they're not going to succeed, So that's one thing that you have to acknowledge, okay? Yep, so one more precept to wrap this up, and that's it. Oh, yes. So this is going to be from the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 27 and 28. It says, "For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which had been so long without fruit, shall be declared." And that's, words of encouragement, man, words of gladness, words of exhortation to the brotherhood, that whatsoever the enemy comes with, his power is limited and it's dwindling. All right, so that's about it, man. He's already come to the height of his power, and he's on a decline. When he can no longer convince the people to go along with his agenda, and he has to use force, it shows you that he's lost the battle, he's lost the war, and all he has left is judgment. So that right there, Akim, is about it for this lesson. 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 28. It says, "As for faith, it shall flourish." So the faith of the elect is going to be on a high level, for our people that trust in the gospel of the Lord Mashiach Yahushua, and in his name and his father's name, Yahushua. Yep, it's going to be made known. All right, so corruption shall be overcome. So our people will not fall for the okie doke no more, man. They're just going to be moving in faith, the house of faith, all right? And the truth, which has been so long without fruit, shall be declared. So in the perfect season, the results is going to come true. And that's exactly what we're looking out for in this day and time. So that's the point that I can, stay humble, stay ready. Don't get upset when you get attacked by the enemies of this gospel. Even Yahushua already assured our forefathers, the Apostle Peter, that the gates of hell shall not prevail. Okay, and this ministry has its course, to move around and accomplish, that which it was sent and set up to do. Okay, so Abarat said that's right there, and hey, expect more lessons from the Habayat of of truth. Habayat Sha'amat, the house of truth, the dwelling of truth. And hey, just remember that, man. Habayat Shalamat, Habayat Shal Amawan, Shalom.